Hello, everybody. We are live for the Avengers Endgame 1 year anniversary celebration. We are talking all about Avengers Endgame today. I'm excited. I rewatched it today. Is this too close? Way too close? Is that better? There we go. We got one person watching right now. I'm going to wait until a few more people come in, and then we will start talking about Avengers Endgame on its 1 year anniversary. I'm excited to share this with you guys. I've been looking forward to this. I rewatched it today for the billionth time. Nathan talks movies and music. Hello, Nathan. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. We got 3 people and 1 thumbs up. Now we got 5. Awesome. Shadow Soul Creator. Hi, Susans. I did not watch Avengers Endgame because I'm a bad subscriber. I wouldn't say you're a bad subscriber, but you should have rewatched it, but that's okay. Braceface Jerry, hello. Asia, Nathan, hello there. What happened to you? Nathan, what happened to you? All right. Who else joined? Kaylin. Kaylin Cripps is in the room. What's up, my man? How is it going? Welcome to the Avengers Endgame live chat. We have Kayla Sullivan. Hello. Shadow Soul Creator is fully prepared to discuss. Well, that is awesome. While we are waiting for people to enter the chat, let's just have a little chit chat. How was your week? How was your day? How is everything going with you? How is your quarantine? I did not work today. However, a little update with my job. I've switched over to doing Instacart, which is delivering groceries for people. And I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm doing my part with helping people out. It makes me feel good about myself, making great money. So I'm glad that I can still be working during this entire phenomenon of what is happening. Adam's Movie Channel. He bought Jumanji 2. Nice. Very, very good. Asia just watched Endgame. Love the final battle scene. What is there not to love about that final battle? It is epic. We will be talking about it. We have 8 people in the room. We need more peeps for us to start talking about it. Kaylin, it's been raining in Tennessee for 4 days in a row. Oh my God. But otherwise, I'm doing good. See, that would be bad for my job. I don't work in the rain. And it rained here in Connecticut today, so that's why I didn't work. Shadow Soul Creator. I watched both 47 Meters Down. Oh, both of those movies this week. And they were in that so bad they're good category. I agree with you. I didn't watch the second one. The first one was enough for me. Kayla Sullivan, I just finished my MCU marathon and I'm going to start a Jurassic Park World marathon. Well, that is awesome. Gotta love the Jurassic World, the Jurassic Park series. Even though a lot of people hated on Fallen Kingdom, I still enjoyed Fallen Kingdom. Was it not as good as the first Jurassic World? Yeah, it didn't live up to, but I think with the upcoming third one, we're really going to get we're going to be satisfied with that movie. So I'm looking forward to it. We got 10 people. 10 people. Hello. Hello. Welcome to talking about Avengers Endgame in the chat tonight. The 1 year anniversary. Can you believe it? The 1 year anniversary of Avengers Endgame. The epic final conclusion, the crescendo, as I like to say, to the first half. The first, even though it's how many phases has it been? 3? It's like the first half to me, really. All those movies just build up to this movie. 10 people, 9 people, 6. All right. Shadow Soul Creator said, I think all the Jurassic movies have things to like about them. I agree. However, I have not fully seen the second and the third one, so I will be eventually watching those. And then I'll probably do a ranking of that. Asia, how are you doing tonight, Susan? I am good. I just got done eating dinner. I had Jersey Mike's. My dad treated us and bought grinders for all of us, so that was good. Mr. Scott, oh my God, a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Hi, glad I can support you for the first time. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Guys, if you are new here to the chat, if you've never been in here before, last week I became officially monetized on YouTube. So the super chat is on, the super stickers, whatever they are. Like Mr. Scott, if you want to donate, you are not obligated whatsoever, but it is totally appreciated. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, guys. You guys are the best supporters, I swear. My mom's in the room. Bonnie Festus says hi. All right. Sammy says he didn't like the time travel portion of it. I get that. I understand the whole time travel portion. It was a little bit drawn out. I feel like that part of it, I don't know if I want to get too deep. There's not enough people in the room yet. But I feel like that was the most drawn out portion of the entire movie. But I felt like we needed all of that to have everything make sense. This film was a callback to a lot of the previous movies. That's one thing that I really enjoyed about it. So it was needed, but it was like the longest portion of it. Kayla, I will never forget seeing it in the theaters opening night. I don't think, the comments are coming. I don't think I'll ever have a movie experience like that again. Yeah, I don't know, but never say never. Never say never. It could happen. Adam's movie channel. I had Wendy's today, and you saw it as well. Awesome. Shadow Soul Creator. What did you have at Wendy's? Let me know. I had a Philly cheesesteak kind of grinder. Oh, we got 16 peeps. 16 people. All right. I had Philly cheesesteak with peppers and cheese. It was so good. Yummy. All right. Shadow Soul. Woo for monetization. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Monetization. That is a goal I wanted to reach this year. And we're coming into the end of April, and I've already reached that goal. I can't even believe it. So I'm just amazed. Shadow Soul, I think we have to see where phase 4 takes us to see what effect the time travel had on the universe as a whole. That's a good point. That is a very good point. That might come up in future Marvel movies where them going back in time might have messed things up a little bit, possibly. So that's a good point. I would not be shocked if they kind of mess with that a little bit. Maybe something will happen where they can bring someone back. I don't know. I'm just hoping Black Widow really isn't dead. I'm hoping. I don't know how that would be possible, but I'm hoping. There's always hope. Always hope. Nathan, Susan, which did you prefer, Endgame or Infinity War? For me, probably Infinity War. Gonzo, hello. You're not late, my man. You know what? I was late. I started 2 minutes late. Whatever. We're all here. That's all that matters. Between Infinity War and Endgame, well, I did do my MCU ranking. I did put Infinity War at number 1. Endgame was number 2, but I did put Infinity War at number 1. There was just so much more going on. There was action. I understand why Endgame, how they did what they did and why they did it. It was very emotional. They knew what they were going to do. They knew they were taking away Tony Stark. They knew they were taking away Black Widow from us. And they needed those moments, those small moments where Black Widow is with Cap talking, saying this is the only family she's ever known. She had nothing before she came into this. And then Tony's family moments with Pepper and with Morgan. We needed those moments to make their deaths mean more. Like it just meant it tore your heart out. So I get it. But Infinity War just had so much more action going on. And you had Thor's epic entrance, everything just, it slightly surpasses Endgame. Just a little bit. I love them both. I mean, they're a two-parter, otherwise they would have to make a 5-hour epic movie to do all of this. All right. Let's back this up. Ooh, lots of comments. Let me back this up. All right, Gonzo, you're good. Mr. Scott, Avengers Endgame is an A+ for me. Just rewatched it before the stream. That is awesome. Ty, just had supper. Sorry I'm late. Not a problem, Ty. What did you have? Rob, hi, Susan. Hello, Rob. Thank you for joining. Adam's the 4 for 4 deal with a salad. Oh, nice. Very, very good. Brett, when we see the 2012 text across the screen, I was damn near screaming. I love time travel movies, especially when they go back to previous movies in the franchise. I thought that was great. I am hoping that when they reopen movie theaters, they start small because pretty much all the movies now have permanent dates. I don't think they're going to move anything up. So hopefully when they reopen movie theaters, they're going to test it out and they're going to put movies that we've already seen, but classic movies like Jaws or Indiana Jones franchise or something like that. I'm really dying for them to put the first Avengers movie in the theaters because I didn't see it. I wasn't into Marvel back then like I am now. I would love to see that in the theater. That moment where the six of them are in a circle and the music starts playing. Oh, I want to see that so bad on the big screen. It would be amazing. I would love it. All right. Back this up. Kaylin Cripps, crazy to think a year ago I was in the theater having a major experience watching Endgame, and now the theaters are closed because of the phenomenon. I know. Could you imagine if this was happening when this came out, was supposed to come out? We would have been dying. Absolutely dying. I'm so glad that did not happen. That would have been crazy. Mr. Scott had tacos today. Taco Tuesday, but it's Sunday. Taco Sunday. Andrew, what's up? What's up, Andrew? Ty had barbecue sausage with barbecue baked beans and Hawaiian rolls. Ooh, Hawaiian rolls. Sounds good. Sammy, I can't wait for the next Spider-Man next year. I know. Did you hear the news? Did you watch my video and hear the news that it took, if you did not watch my video, why didn't you? But you can go back and watch it. But I'll tell you right now, Spider-Man 3, because Sony is pulling rank with their whole deal with the MCU to have Spider-Man in there. Sony wants Spider-Man 3 to have Doctor Strange 2's old spot. So now Spider-Man 3 is going to be released on November 5th, 2021. It hasn't even begun shooting yet. We don't even know when they're going to be able to start, but they've already claimed that spot. And so therefore Doctor Strange 2 is getting delayed to 2022 in March, where there's a blank ton, SHIT ton of movies coming out in March. You have Morbius, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now you have Doctor Strange 2. It's a mess. We could talk about that if you want. I don't even know what's going to go on with that. It just seems like there's too many movies coming out, too many Marvel movies coming out in 2022. Shadow Soul Creator, who's to say Black Widow might not have some of that time travel stuff in it? Maybe. You never know. Asia, did you see how Captain America never gave up fighting Thanos after his two teammates were out for the count? Yeah, it was like one of the best moments in the movie. It was actually my number two moment on my revised favorite moments list. I was never a huge Black Widow fan. What? I know, don't kill me. Sorry, Shadow Soul Creator. But Endgame was amazing with her character development. It really was. It really, really was. And I think it was a good setup for her own movie. So I'm looking forward. I want to see it so bad. Brett's Infinity War is amazing action with one big emotional moment at the end. Endgame has the perfect blend of both throughout the entire movie. Agreed. Although I think the emotion, there was just so much more emotion in Endgame, because in the beginning we're dealing with where they are, and then it's 5 years later and what we're still going through, how they're going to solve it. I mean, there really is no action until the very, very end. But it's all right. It's all right because we knew that this was a goodbye in a lot of ways to some of our people, so it was all right. Kayla, what is your opinion on the Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie, and where do you think they will take them in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Well, I like the Guardians. I love the Guardians. I love how they are unique. It's different. It's not like anything else in the MCU. I love Rocket. I love Rocket and Groot's relationship. I love it. I totally love it. It's a tree and a raccoon, but I love it. Absolutely. For volume 3, well, I think it's pretty obvious. They kind of hinted at it at the end of Endgame. They're going to go look for Gamora because Gamora in the past Gamora, because obviously present Gamora was thrown off the cliff to get the Soul Stone, but past Gamora, she left the battle. So we don't know where she is. She wasn't in the rest of Endgame. So they're going to go searching for her. I think that's going to be the entire plot of Guardians 3. And we all know it was revealed, and I did a video about it. They're going to pop up in Thor 4, Love and Thunder. So we don't know how long, though. We don't have any information about that, but they are going to be involved in that. We don't know if they're going to be throughout the entire thing or just a couple minutes, but it'll be exciting. I mean, I like them. I think they bring more of the comedy and the humor than any other franchise, I think. So I think it's a good matchup. I think it'll be good. I can't wait for Thor 4 with Taika Waititi back. It's going to be awesome. Ooh, we got people talking. All right, let's get back to this. Asia, I really hope Black Widow stays on November 6th. I'm planning to see it on my birthday, which is 3 days after. I hope so too. Hi, Rodney. Hey, Justin Kirby. Ty, I hope they put Casablanca and the TCM Big Screen Classics when the movie theaters reopen. That's a good idea. That would expose people to a broader taste in movies. I know a lot of people have been saying lately to me that I need to watch more classic films. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. It's hard for me sometimes because my schedule is jam-packed with working, and I do take care of my mom sometimes. So I do the best that I can, and I'm trying to do my best with this channel. Just to give you guys a quick little update, I don't think I'm going to be doing the Who Got Robbed for the Oscars videos anymore. No one's really watching them. And to be honest, my heart really isn't in it. So if my heart isn't in it, I can't do it. So I'm going to stick to the live. I'm going to stick to the Never Seen It series when things come in the mail. And any other kind of ideas that I think are, okay for the channel. Reviews, I'm probably going to focus on Netflix a little bit. I apologize about my channel being so all over the place, but I'm trying my best. I really am trying my best with what content to put out there. And I apologize if I'm not as in depth as some other movie reviewers might be, but that's not my style because I'm not trying to fake something, if you get what I'm saying. I look at myself as the everyday movie reviewer. I feel like I'm someone that you guys can really relate to. And so I'm not going to put on a facade that I'm an expert movie reviewer and, that cinematography wasn't that great and That's not me. I'll try to expand a little bit more for you guys, but I can't really get that technical. I felt like saying that at the live because I can address more people that way. All right, so let's get back to questions here. Gonzo, $2 chat donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. I saw that as soon as I was going back into the chat. So thank you. Want to mention that before I scroll down. All right. All right, Rodney, I wasn't into Marvel when I was very young. I just remember seeing every Marvel film commercials on TV. The first Marvel film I saw was Iron Man 3. Mr. Scott, I have a feeling that Black Widow movie will recon something or a big twist that nobody expected. I'm feeling that too. I feel like in Black Widow, there's going to be something. They're already saying that the end credit or after the after credit scene, there's something big. Something is explained in some way, or there's something big. I feel like something is going to happen. I agree with you on that. Gonzo, I remember when Endgame came out, our theater sold out every show that day. Wow. I was a theater manager at the time. Crazy. Running around with my head cut off. I can only imagine. Nathan, I think what puts Endgame below Infinity War is the near 3-hour runtime. There just isn't as much rewatchability, in my opinion. That being said, it's still a great movie. I can agree to that to some extent, but it is a great movie. It is. Rodney, I became a Marvel fan after I saw Infinity War on opening day. When I was a senior in high school, my choir class and band went to Anaheim, and the day after we performed the festival, I saw Infinity War. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Mr. Scott, I want Star Wars movies put back in theaters, or at least The Force Awakens. That would be awesome because then I could go and watch them and catch up and not be, out of the loop when it comes to Star Wars. Justin Kirby had pork chops, penne with broccoli, and jalapeno poppers. Well, that's an interesting combo. Andrew, AMC will not open till big movies come out, said the big shot of AMC. Well, if that's what was said, then I guess that's not happening for me, unfortunately. I have an AMC. Rodney, the choice was on that day to either relax at the hotel or roam around downtown Disney. And I was with my roommates until someone told me they had one extra ticket for Infinity War. And I said, yes, I'm in. That's awesome. Adam, that's the year 2022. I'm graduating high school. That's all great. Yay, great. It's going to be a great year for movies. 2022 is going to be Marvel overload. If they keep the schedule that they already have, it's going to be crazy. It's starting, Kaylin, it's starting to look like Tenet and Mulan will make their release dates in July. We will see. We will see. However, in just a little update here in the big old Connecticut and Hartford County, where I live, we're up to almost 5,000 cases, and we have 23 or 24,000 in the entire state. So it's not really that great. Endgame came out 1 year ago. Can't believe we all got to witness it, but watching it at home makes you feel like you're back in the theater experiencing it. Shadow Soul Creator, if you could choose one MCU character that has not had their own movie yet, not including Black Widow, who would you choose? Sorry, let me adjust myself. Who would I choose? Let me think. Scarlet Witch. I don't know. I feel like she would bring more. I don't know. Like Hawkeye, I don't know if he would have enough for a solo film. I don't know. Because Scarlet Witch is going to be like in Doctor Strange too. I don't know. I don't know. Is that a good answer? I like Scarlet Witch. I think she is so powerful. She's absolutely amazing. So, I mean, I would see her in her own film. I think she's highly entertaining. Justin Kirby, no one talks about the sweet ending of Cap's storyline. Yes, we do. Well, I'll talk about it right now. I love the ending for Captain America simply because the end of Endgame for Captain America, that's pretty much the first time he's been selfish and has done something for himself. He's always doing something for somebody else, or doing this favor, or doing this or being the hero for some. It's his time. It's his time now to be selfish. He made the choice. He was like, you know what? I'm going to go put back the stones and I'm going to live my life and I'm going to be with the love of my life. And we're having that dance. And I thought it was appropriate. I thought it was great. All right. Black Widow movie, I hope stays. Black Widow will probably stay in that November slot. Will probably be okay for November. Ty, I would like to see some Oscar Best Picture winners from the 40s to 2000s when theaters reopen. That's a great idea. Sammy, it's okay. Not Marvel, but is Birds of Prey worth watching? I think so. I think it's worth watching. I thought it was really good. A lot of other people will disagree. Don't get me wrong, it does have issues, but I didn't think it was horrible. I didn't think it was, Suicide Squad level. I enjoyed it, and I'm getting it on Steelbook, so I'm excited when it comes out. Asia, the closing credits for Avengers Endgame were stupendous and unique. Love the signatures of the cast members' names. So did I. Love that moment. Gonzo with his super chat of $2. Thank you, my man. Kaylin, you're doing awesome, Susan. Well, thank you, Kaylin. Thank you very much. Rodney, the Black Widow movie is going to be epic, and the credit scene is going to tell us what we'll expect in the next few MCU films. I'm hoping. I'm hoping so. Ty, I would like to see Hitchcock movies at theaters again, like Rear Window, North by Northwest, and Psycho. Asia, don't give up, Susan. Keep your channel growing with more subscribers. You'll then succeed. I'm trying. I'm trying, girl. I don't know. It just seems that I'm caught. I'm stuck at like 1,100 subscribers. I get a few and then they leave. And then I get a few more and then they leave. I don't know. I feel like my channel is stuck right now because I know I'm not putting out the kind of content that you're used to. And I feel bad about that. But right now, I don't know what else to do because this whole phenomenon, there's not really any movie news. If anything breaks, I try to do something, a video right away for you guys, but it's difficult. I got to admit, like this past week has been kind of difficult for me and I'm like doubting myself because I'm like, what am I not doing? And that's why I asked the question on the YouTube community board. And I wanted honest answers. If there is something that I can do to improve my channel, I want to try to do that. I'm not the biggest technological person. I'm trying to improve as much as I can. I know I'm not fancy like other people having movie clips in my videos, although I'm going to try to figure that out. I think I discovered an app that might do that. But, if there's something that I can do to improve my videos or my channel, I want you guys to tell me, like, let me know what I'm doing. And someone commented and gave me a kind of brutal response, but it's honest feedback. And I have to respect that because I did ask the question. So any tips for me that you want to send to me in the chat right now, you're more than welcome to. I promise not to cry. I won't cry. Maybe I'll be hurt. I don't know. But you live and you learn. All right, Justin Kirby. We need shirts with the going into Target quote. Yeah, once I hit 10,000 subscribers, then I can have merch and then I can, do shirts with that. We're going into Target. We're going into Target. Do you miss it, guys? Do you miss me singing the song? I miss singing the song for you. Mr. Scott, I would love Endgame and Infinity War to come back to theaters because I've seen those movies one time. Ooh, one time? I saw Endgame 4 times in the theater. How many times did you guys see Endgame in the theater? The scene with the all-female battle scene of Endgame, I feel we might get an all-female A-Force movie. Possibly. You never know. It's a possibility. They're talking about A-Force. They're talking about Young Avengers. I know that. So lots of options. Nathan, Susan, do you know what they are doing in Georgia? I heard that they had opened up movie theaters, but haven't heard anything beyond that. I have heard that not several, but some states are opening up beaches. They're opening up salons or something. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think we're at that point yet. I'm really hoping that we don't see spikes in those states, but it's probably going to happen. Scarlet Witch is so powerful, but when I rewatched the other films, I realized her character had an accent. Yes, she has an accent. Ty, can't wait for WandaVision. Andrew, do what you love and it'll all work out. I'm hoping, Andrew. What's your favorite music track on the Endgame soundtrack, Susan? This score, by the way, the Endgame score, how was it not nominated for an Academy Award? How? Alan Silvestri, right? Totally robbed of being nominated. He wouldn't have won because obviously Joker was the best. But my favorite, it's tied between the Portals the portals opening and the end credit scene. Those two. Love, love, love. All right. Hey, Susan, what's your take on this director? This director, Martin Scorsese. He's been around for a while. Saying Marvel isn't cinema. What's your stand? I believe whatever is on film is cinema, so therefore Marvel movies are cinema. Cinema does not, in my opinion, define everything. Has to be a very, very serious drama. It can be a goofy comedy, it can be a bloody horror movie, and it can be a science fiction film, it can be a comic book movie. So I don't have like a little box definition of what cinema is. I think that was very, I don't want to say ignorant, but it was just very close-minded of him to say that. Hi, hi, hi. Can't believe I came in late. That's all right. I think pressing the bell doesn't really work. Press that bell. Try it. Justin Kirby said War Machine for some reason. Don't know if you ever mentioned this, but you should at least make a top 10 favorite movies list, like, of all time. I don't have that. I don't have a top 10 favorite movies list of all time. Here's my thing. I enjoy all cinema, like all kinds of movies, drama, comedy. We got 24 people in the room, guys. 24 people is amazing. Now 23. But 11 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Get that like. It helps the YouTube algorithm. The super chat is also in effect. You're not obligated, but if you want to donate, much appreciated. Yeah, I don't have favorite movies of all time. Is that weird? That's weird of me to not have that, but I just don't. People say Iron Man was the villain in Civil War. I think the villain was Thunderbolt Ross. Iron Man was not the villain. Iron Man and Captain America were just on two sides, two totally different sides. So I agree with you there. Nathan, the Birds of Prey soundtrack was great. I also enjoy how colorful the movie is. Well choreographed fights too. My favorite fight in Birds of Prey is the jail scene. That right there, loved it. Loved all, like, that's Harley Quinn. Like, that was good stuff to watch. And then the very ending, I don't even know what that was, but it was just two totally opposite ways of fighting. I just didn't like that, but Destiny M, what's up, girl? She's in the room. Mr. Scott, have you got any steelbooks from Best Buy sale? I just got Captain Marvel. I actually had a lot of the steelbooks that were on the Best Buy sale, so no. I have made a purchase, but I cannot tell you because obviously I will be doing a video about that. And also, as you notice on your calendar, it's the 26th. What does that mean? It's the end of the month. What does that mean? That means I will be doing my Blu-ray haul of the month. I'm waiting for my newest Best Buy purchase to come in, and then I will be making that video for you guys. And you know what that means? Digital code giveaway. I do have some digital codes I will be giving away. I will be doing that over Twitter again, like we did last month. I know how to work it now, so it's all set to go. You'll just have to message me directly on Twitter at Susan's Reviews 1 for the digital code. Whoever gets to me first with what they want, they get it. That's it. Simple rules. But you will get me on Twitter. So if you don't have a Twitter account, sign up for one. You could possibly get your digital code. I heard that one of the Black Widow post-credit scenes, it's going to be Hawkeye's family visiting Black Widow's grave. Oh my God. That's just like, oh, rip your heart out. Destiny, honestly, I think you're doing just fine. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you. Thank you. I know I'm not perfect. I know I need to be tweaked, but, this is fun for me. I do it for fun. Rodney, I saw Endgame twice. I'm assuming in the theater. Ty, this is not Marvel related, but have you watched the official trailer for Dead to Me season 2? No, I have not watched that. I think you told me to watch that. I have not watched it yet. I will watch that. If Sonic the Hedgehog can have his own movie, so should Rocket Raccoon. I will back that. I will back that because I love Rocket. Ty, I agree. The animated intro was unique in a good way. Brett, what's your take on Cap as an old man? Do you think he lived out his life in an alternate timeline, or was he secretly in the same timeline the whole time? Ooh, that's so like, hmm. Well, you know what? Let me think about this. Do you think he lived out his life in an alternate timeline? He might have been secretly living his life in the same timeline. Because how else would he know to get to the bench? You know what I mean? Like he knew what was going to happen. So he was just, the camera pans and there he is sitting on a bench as an old man with the shield. But that was a heart-wrenching moment. That made me sad to see him as an old man. Because you think of Captain America as invincible and strong, you don't want to see him as an old man. Or have we been in the alternate timeline all along? Maybe we're in the alternate timeline. Who knows? Just watched City of God again today and can confirm that it's my favorite movie of all time. Well, that is awesome. EP, you're the one that wanted me to do the trailer for Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? Where have you been? I have not heard from you since I did that. Since Spider-Man 3 is in November now, I'm excited for a Christmas theme. Yeah, possible. They better. It would make sense. Hoping for Peter Parker meets Home Alone. Oh, geez. Do some top 10 lists, Pixar comedies. You did top 10 of 2019, but you didn't see every movie in 2019. I can't possibly see every single movie that comes out. That's not possible for me. Like, unfortunately, I'm not a full-time YouTuber where I'm just, hanging around my house all day. I work. I go to work. I do have other things going on in my life. I unfortunately cannot see every single movie that comes out. I cannot see every single show, every single movie that comes out on Netflix. I pick and choose. I pick and choose my best to where I think people would want to see a review of something. To be honest, my ranking videos are not really getting a lot of views either. I don't know why. I feel like I make a decent thumbnail for them. I feel like my tags are good. I don't know. It's just not happening. That's why I was doing those polls for you guys. I asked you guys, what material do I do that is your favorite? It was overwhelming. It was like 80% of you said Blu-ray, Steelbook, collection, haul, stuff like that. And all of my other stuff, reviews, Funko Pops, rankings was all like 4%, 3%, 5%. So I don't really know what to do for you guys. Because I'm doing the best I can because obviously I can't really go to a store and do a Blu-ray hunt. And in about a month, there's going to be nothing because there's no new movies coming out. So that equals no Blu-rays to even buy. So after that, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I'm just hoping that something works out where something gives, movie theaters open. I don't know. All right. Andrew, movies are art. Yes, they are. I actually can't wait to see the Marvel logo again. I know. And I think the scene to begin the movie is Black Widow leaving after talking to Tony and being on the run. Possibly. Justin, movies I would love to see them re-release: Amadeus, Jaws, E.T., Edward Scissorhands, Halloween. Halloween, yes. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Forrest Gump, and Jurassic Park. Good choices. All those are good choices. I think Scorsese said what he said about comic book movies because of his frustration that long dramas like The Irishman are getting turned away by movie studios. They just don't make as much money. Possibly. You're possibly right about that. Here's the thing with The Irishman. I enjoyed The Irishman. I enjoyed seeing Robert De Niro with Joe Pesci, especially considering that he retired. He came out of retirement to do The Irishman. To see them together again with Scorsese is epic. That was wonderful. But I got to be honest, The Irishman wasn't really like my favorite thing. It wasn't the best thing that Scorsese has done. And for a 3 hour time frame, you really gotta love a movie for it to be 3 hours, like how we love Avengers Endgame. It's 3 hours, okay, but we understand it. The Irishman didn't need to be 3 hours. It didn't. Like, it could have cut down at least by a half an hour. There was just some stuff we didn't need. Um, so it might be jealousy. I don't know. Brett, in my opinion, the Russo brothers are the best thing to happen to the MCU. I agree with you. I agree with you because think about it. When the Russo brothers started directing Marvel films, I feel like the quality of those movies has just gone up. It's gone up and up and up. Civil War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, Infinity War, they're amazing. They are great, fantastic movies. I would like to see a re-release of Goodfellas. Ty, you know the way to my heart, Ty. I love Goodfellas. Love that movie. Kaylin, I know it's way off topic, lol, but Susan, you should get Hulu just to see Little Fires Everywhere alone and review it. It is amazing. Unfortunately, I can't get Hulu. We have like so many channels and services. Like, there's just too much. Kayla, do you think another movie will pass Endgame? And if so, what movie do you think will beat it for all-time box office? No, no. I do not think, and a lot of people are saying Avatar 2, probably Avatar 2 will have the most promising to beat that movie, but I don't see it happening simply because it's been so long. It's been so long since the original Avatar has come out. And now we're used to seeing movies on that scale. Back then, the technology was like mind blowing. And wow, I haven't even seen Avatar. I have no desire. I don't particularly like James Cameron and his work. Um, I like a few things like, T2 and True Lies and stuff like that, but I just think his ego is gigantically enormous where it doesn't need to be. He's not my cup of tea, so therefore I don't support him with anything that he does. Plus, Avatar is like really sci-fi, not into that. So I've never seen Avatar. I don't think anything is going to topple Endgame anytime soon. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Falcon Sam Wilson should be the next Captain America. I think John Cena would be a great choice, maybe as US Agent John Walker. I don't mind Falcon being the next Captain America. A lot of people were saying that it should be Bucky, but with Bucky's past and what he's done as the Winter Soldier, I don't think he is appropriate for being Captain America because Captain America is all about being good and true and loyal and worthy, because he picked up Mjolnir. So I don't mind Sam carrying that torch. He can be the next Captain America. That's fine. He's just got to prove himself as being Captain America. That's all. It will be interesting to see what the future will be in the movie industry. Superhero films dominate the box office. Yes, they do. Makes me wonder where indie films will start to go, possibly Netflix. Who said that? Nathan. Of course Nathan did. Nathan, you're probably right about that. I mean, especially with everything being jam-packed to the end of this year. Say movie theaters open August or whatever it is. You have what, 5 months to cram in all of these movies. And for smaller movies where are they going to go? Or if they even come out in the movie theater, are they going to be out for like one weekend, 2 weekends, and that's it? And then we're going into 2021, and then 2022 is going to be so packed, jam packed. Like the schedule is going to be so packed with movies. I believe smaller independent films, like you said, are going to have no other option but to go to Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or wherever they can get acknowledged. Good one, Nathan. Another thing for the channel is Susan brutally honest opinion on the bitter James Cameron. Sorry, that's my opinion. I don't care for James Cameron. I'm sorry. It's like Grace Randolph hating that one actress. Listen, I'm not, no, it's not like that. Someone asked me a question and I answered it. So I'm honest. Do you have Apple? Beastie Boys documentary was killer. RIP MCA. No. Who do you think is most important character in the MCU? A lot of people say Iron Man, but I believe it's Captain America. Cap to MCU is like Gandalf to Lord of the Rings or Superman to the DCEU. He is the soul of the MCU. I don't think one character is the most important because I feel like with Marvel, with the MCU, every single character has something that another one lacks. So every single one of them is important. And that's why having a team assemble like how they do, that's why Endgame was so epic because you had all of these Avengers with all of these different strengths coming in and doing something that maybe someone else can't do, but they have the ability to do it. I think that's just amazing. And I think that's one of the reasons we love Marvel so much because I'm not hating on the DCEU. I like DC as well, but I like Marvel better, but that's something that DC lacks. It feels like DC is very, they're all like the same level of superhero kind of, and I feel Marvel just steps it up a notch. Just takes it up a level. Kayla, what is your opinions on the Eternals and how do you feel about another team joining the MCU? Well, Kayla, I have to do my homework because I don't know exactly who the Eternals are or what the group represents. Obviously, I know this is, the new group with Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek and Kumail Nanjiani. I know that, but I don't exactly know who they are, their plot line, what their movie is going to be about. So I got to do some research, and I will do that because I have a gigantic Marvel book of pretty much all the characters that I will read up on and do my homework. Which 2020 movie do you believe will be the biggest hit? I believe not all movies this year will hit $1 billion. Only one might. I don't think it's going to be just one. You know what? I think the first movie that has a shot at $1 billion is going to be Wonder Woman 1984 because the first Wonder Woman was so close. It was very close to making $1 billion. And if Aquaman can make $1 billion, it still boggles my mind. I'm sorry, I talked about this last week, but it boggles my mind that Aquaman is the only DC film to hit $1 billion. But I think Wonder Woman 84 has a very strong chance because it has a great following. It looks good. The trailers, the film looks really good. So I am looking forward to seeing it. I'm hoping and praying that that movie theaters are open for summer and we can see this in August on its release date. If not Wonder Woman 1984, I'm going to say Black Widow. I am going to say Black Widow because I'm praying. I'm hoping. Because if Captain Marvel can make $1 billion, Black Widow better make $1 billion. I mean, the trailers for Black Widow look absolutely fantastic. So it needs to make $1 billion. Asia, do you know any more facts about the Eternals? No, I gotta look it up, like I said. I know Angelina Jolie is going to be in the MCU, which could be interesting, and watch her ex partner join the MCU later on in the future. I don't know about that. I don't know if Brad Pitt would join the MCU. Would you like a Man of Steel sequel? Sure. I would like a Man of Steel sequel because actually Man of Steel was my number one on my DCEU rank of those movies. I liked Man of Steel the best. And I'm actually surprised that we haven't gotten a sequel for that yet. Real Talk with Susan or Day in the Life vlogs and more videos with your parents. My parents are celebrities. Everyone loves my parents. They're so cute. Do you guys want to see what's in my pantry? Because I noticed, okay, I know it's a random question, but I noticed Cool Duder. Do you know who Cool Duder is? And Wet Movie One. They both did tours of their pantries for some reason. I don't know if this is like a thing now that people are doing on YouTube. Are they doing pantry tours? I don't know. Or like what's in your refrigerator? Like, do you want to know more about me? Do you want to know more about like my life? I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. Is that crossing a line? I have no idea. Rodney, I could see Black Widow being a hit and hopefully $1 billion. That's what I'm hoping, especially with this movie drought. People are going to be dying to see a Marvel movie. It's been a really long time since we've had one come out. With this whole delay, we're waiting longer. I just have the feeling she's going to do it. Black Widow is going to make $1 billion. I feel it. I feel it. Feel it in my bones. Hello, Daniel Davis. Welcome to the chat, my friend. The last 4 months of 2020 will be overcrowded with movies, a huge overload to be exact. We'll see. I mean, I think the upcoming 2021 and 2022 are more packed, but we'll see what happens. I don't know about Wonder Woman 84 making $1 billion with the amount uncertainty ahead, along with the decrease in size of movie theaters. It would take a miracle. I don't know about a miracle, but I don't know. I feel like, okay, so say movie theaters were optimistic. Say movie theaters open up July 1st or something. That's a whole month and a half for people to get used to the fact that movie theaters are opened up again and they're slowly getting people in. And think about it. Once people are comfortable, what's the movie coming out? Wonder Woman 1984. So it is a possibility. Never say never. Never say never. It could happen. Mulan might not be $1 billion, but maybe close to it. I don't think Mulan is going to make $1 billion. I really don't. How are your cats doing? Oh, my cats are good. I'm catless. I do not have a cat with me. They're upstairs, probably sleeping or having a snack. If you could direct a movie about one Marvel character, who would it be and why? Ooh, one Marvel character. Oh, let's see. I can't say Scarlet Witch because I already said her for another one. So let's see. I got to think about it. Those ones I have to think about. I'm not good off the cuff thinking like instantly. I got to think about it. Got to think about it. Now Joker 2 has been announced. Who's going to be Harley Quinn? Because Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is in the other timeline. Yes, I know this. I know this. Someone actually asked me this question the other day, and I said, well, how about Rooney Mara? Because that's Joaquin Phoenix's real life girlfriend. They already have chemistry. But I really love the idea of Joker 2. I want them to delve into Joaquin Phoenix being full on Joker, just being playful and sadistic and coming up with all of these wild, crazy ideas. But I really want to see, it's perfect, you guys. I mean, think about this. He's in Arkham Asylum. He just killed his psychiatrist at the end of Joker. He needs a new one. Who do you think is going to step in? It's going to be Harley Quinn. I mean, or Dr. Harleen Quinzel. This is perfect setup. Like I said in my video, Todd Phillips is not stupid. I think he made this ending on purpose with the possibility, if we do continue the story, we can introduce Harley Quinn. Not a problem. So I think it's actually very practical. It's a great idea. It's a wonderful, perfect setup. And I want to see him and her have this beginning love story connection, because we all know Joker and Harley Quinn as having this toxic relationship. Why is she in love with him? And like I said, every good relationship, every bad relationship has a really good beginning. So I want to see them in that, the beginning stages of love and romance, and then something happens where it just flips. That's what I want to see. I'm dying for it. I'm telling you, I should be writing this movie. I should be calling Todd Phillips, giving him some ideas. All right. Ooh, questions. All right. Rob, we all love and support you, Susan. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much. Support me, please. uh, with Marvel, the actors feel committed and they have so much on-screen chemistry. I don't really feel that with DC. Ben Affleck leaves, Ezra gets in trouble, and I'm not sure if Cavill will stay. I know, Henry Cavill. I think he's the perfect Superman, and it really kind of bums me out that I heard that he might be leaving, so I don't know. Do you like the score in Man of Steel? I think it's goosebumps and underrated. Man of Steel gets better. You know what? I don't remember the score in Man of Steel, so that probably answers your question. Because, I mean, Avengers Endgame, that score just pops in my head. Joker, same thing. I know that score. I know what that sounds like. If I had to like name the score by listening to it, if you gave me like 5 choices or something, I probably wouldn't be able to identify it. So, is that an answer? All right. Rodney, I also think they have Mulan for Steelbook online. Too early for that. It's not, I'm going to sneeze. It's usually 3 times. I did it 4. Woo. All right. Mando! Hey, Susan, sorry I'm late. No problem, my man. As long as you made it to the chat, that's all that matters. Brad Pitt did have a bit part in Deadpool 2. Oh, and yes, on the pantry tour. Okay. Justin wants to see what's in my pantry. All right. Yeah, he had the cameo in Deadpool 2, but it wasn't major. I don't know if that counts as like a for him to be a part of the MCU. If you could turn one Marvel movie into a Broadway musical, what would it be? Easy. Captain America, the First Avenger. Because think about it. You had all those girls in the outfits. That's perfect. You can see them as like the Rockettes kind of like in the background, kicking and everything, wearing those outfits. Captain America comes out. It's a good theme for Broadway. That'd be cool. Kevin Feige is literally the god of the MCU, but we have to thank Stan Lee for creating Marvel Comics. Absolutely. Stan Lee, God rest his soul. He brought us so much joy. Cool guy. Hi Susan, how are you? Cool guy. I'm great. I'm doing well as best as I can. Thank you. Gonzo, heading out. Susan, see you next week. I am doing a shout out video this week. Keep an eye out for that. Hint, hint, bye. Oh, Gonzo. Okay. I think I know who you're going to shout out, but thank you, my friend. Thank you. Nathan, I actually would like more personal videos from you, Susan. That's one reason I enjoy Target Tuesday, because it feels more personal. I know. I just don't know what to do. I don't like. I'm trying to think of like what to do that's like movie related. Does it have to be movie related? I don't know. I'm trying to figure these things out. Let me know. Who's winning, Captain Marvel or Scarlet Witch. Oh, I would say Captain Marvel on that one. I think Captain Marvel would win over Scarlet Witch. I don't know. That's a tough one, though. That's a really tough one. Nathan, maybe vlogs. Do you have a cinema room for my Blu-rays? No, I don't have a cinema room. The room that I'm in right now that I film in, this is my bedroom. It's not a cinema room by any means. I'm a basement dweller. I live in my parents' basement. So I wish I had a cinema room. I wish I had my own place to live, but I don't. I would create, if I had my own apartment or condo or house, I would make like my own little YouTube room. And that, oh, that's like my dream. That's my dream, guys, to get out of this bedroom that I film in and have a room where I can do videos, great videos for you guys. All right. November 2020 movies is going to be a battle between Black Widow, No Time to Die, and Godzilla. Who will take home the crown? Black Widow. Black Widow is going to take the crown, okay? It's going to be between Black Widow and No Time to Die. I don't think Godzilla is going to be even close to the running, but it's going to be Black Widow. Oh, thank you for your blessings. Thank you so much when I sneezed. It would have been interesting if Deadpool entered the MCU after they killed off Black Widow, aka Scarlet ex-husband Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's true. That's a funny point. Yep. Who would you like to see as the next James Bond after Daniel Craig? Oh, God. That's something else to think about. I can't God. Gotta think about it. I don't know. Some people say Black Panther is overrated, but I really liked it on rewatch recently. It is a good movie. It's a good movie. It's solid. But in my opinion, it is a little overrated. But that doesn't take away that it was a good film. Kaylin, do you know what movie we're discussing next week? Joker sounds awesome since we were talking about it. Well, you know what? I was planning on Bohemian Rhapsody because that is what I mentioned last week. And then it dawned on me that today, the actual date was April 26th, and it was the 1-year anniversary of Endgame. So I switched it, I believe, Monday or Tuesday of last week. And then everyone was like, what? We're not doing Bohemian Rhapsody? So next week next Sunday will be Bohemian Rhapsody. The following Sunday, we will do Joker. How about that? Is everyone happy? Bohemian and then Joker. So now you guys know the next 2 Sundays of what we need to watch, okay? The next 2 Sundays. I realize the Black Widow movie will be the first MCU without a cameo from Stan Lee. I know. Sad. I'm 24 years old, Susan. I was born in 1995. Lucky you. I'm 39 years old. I was born in 1980. I'm old. Justin agrees we should watch Joker. We will review it in 2 weeks. The movie I saw for the week, it was Underwater. A cool guy watched Underwater. What did you think of it? I didn't think it was half bad. It wasn't horrible, but I'm not buying that for a regular purchase. I'm gonna wait for a major sale or like a Black Friday, something like that, and then I'll get Underwater. It wasn't bad. I think a lot of people were very harsh on it because Kristen Stewart was in it and people were coming off of Charlie's Angels being really bad. So I think that bad press might have rolled onto Underwater a little bit. So let's see. David Beach, how many Blu-ray movies do you own on 4K? I don't have a ton on 4K because I don't have a 4K TV or Blu-ray player. I actually just got a Blu-ray player for downstairs in my room. So I'm planning on watching more movies down here. I usually watch movies with my mom and my dad, but with my mom. That's like our time together. If you guys don't know, my mom is handicapped. She has MS, multiple sclerosis. So it's very hard for her to do things that we used to do, especially right now. She hasn't been outside in, I'd say, 2 months because her immune system is compromised. If something were to happen to her, it would be death. It would be not good. So she's inside. And so TV time and movie time is our bonding. That's what we do. On Tuesdays before the whole phenomenon hit, we would go to the movie theater together and see something every week. That was like our little thing. We'd go to lunch and then go see a movie. And that's really when I started talking about reviews on this channel. So, yeah, movie time is important with my mom, but I do not have a ton of 4Ks. I still like Wonder Woman. I really like the actress. The sequel is going to be good. It looks promising. I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I think she's the perfect casting for Wonder Woman. Ty wants Tom Hiddleston as James Bond. That's a good idea. Sammy, Idris Elba, I think was rumored to be the next Bond. I thought so too. I I would love Idris Elba for James Bond. I think he would be the perfect James Bond. I thought they were going to go in that direction. And then I thought I heard that they were actually going to make it a woman. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but Idris Elba is a really good idea. Were you always a Marvel fan, or did Kevin Feige turn you into one? If he did, which Marvel did you see first in the cinema? Mine was Iron Man 2. I am new to the Marvel game. Very, very new. I actually think my first Marvel movie was Infinity War. That was my first Marvel movie in the theater. Because my boyfriend at the time and I had nothing else to do. It was a rainy day, and we said, let's go to the movies, and we just picked something. I had like no prior knowledge, but I was sitting there and I'm watching Infinity War in front of me, and I'm thinking, this is literally the best damn thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love this. And then, of course, me doing my research into all these characters and people and this world, coming across, I mean, of course I knew about the franchise, but I hadn't watched any of the other movies. So I started getting them, watching them, binging them, falling even more in love with the franchise, and it just bloomed from there. I just can't wait for Friday. Getting Chinese food. Justin Kirby's getting Chinese food on Friday. Rob, Joker 2, I'm nervous. First was great, but too much of a King of Comedy ripoff. A lot of people say that. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to see the King of Comedy to really justify that, but I just love Joker. A lot of people have mixed feelings about it, but I thought it was brilliant. Asia, who do you think will succeed Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man? There is no succeeding Iron Man. Iron Man was Iron Man. There is no replacing him at all. Yes, that works. Thank you. Kaylin, what works? I've been talking a lot. I don't know what works. Who's your favorite composer, for example, like Hans Zimmer? I think his score for Dark Phoenix is epic. Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. I honestly don't know a lot of people for score. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, obviously, I love Endgame. Alan Silvestri, I know that one. And the woman for Joker. I mean, I don't know her name off the top of my head, but I know it's Hilder something. She's amazing. Absolutely incredible what she did with that soundtrack for that score. It was unbelievable. Other than that, I don't really know too many. Someone put my mom rocks. I know she does. She's amazing. After we watch the Joker and Queen film, we should do The Little Mermaid because you told us you watched Little Mermaid. I don't even have that on Blu-ray. That's really going back in the archives. I was not a huge fan of the special effects in Black Panther. The CGI was really noticeable in that scene where they were falling and fighting towards the end. I do think it is a good movie. Your mom rocks. Aw, thanks, Rob. My mom says, thanks, Rob. Do you like having Blu-ray or 4K? Blu-ray works for me. Blu-ray, I mean, I used to be just DVDs before like this whole world of Blu-ray opened up, and I was Blu-ray hunting because of Durant Cinema and all that. So Nathan, I agree, your mom rocks. Mom, you got fans. She has fans. She's upstairs on her laptop watching my chat right now. Rodney, I can't wait to see how Thor Love and Thunder is going with the return of Natalie Portman as Mighty Thor. I cannot wait. I can't wait for Natalie Portman to have a significant role in the Thor franchise, because we know that she's Jane Foster, and I watched like the tail end of the original Thor. It was on Epic's movie channel today. I was eating breakfast and I was watching it, and I was actually thinking to myself, she was a waste. She was a waste in these movies. I felt like she was an accessory. She didn't really have a concrete purpose of why she was in these films. Even worse off was Rachel McAdams in Doctor Strange. I don't even remember what she did in that movie. I could not tell you her character's name. I don't like I don't remember. I'm looking forward to seeing Natalie Portman as Lady Thor, Mighty Thor, whatever it is. I just want to see her kick ass. I really do. I want to see her be powerful and be great. To have a strong role. Looking forward. All right. Kaylin, my first one was Spider-Man Homecoming, so I came into it late too. There, see? I'm not the only late bloomer or late comer to the MCU. What movies and TV did you grow up with? Well, I was born in 80. So, I mean, cartoon wise, it was like Care Bears and My Little Pony and Pound Puppies, Little Mermaid, all that stuff. I remember watching a lot of Golden Girls, a lot of the 80s sitcoms that were on at the time, Golden Girls and Cheers and all that stuff, all those classic shows. Classics, not old, classics. Peter Parker and MJ are my favorite MCU couple, along with Tony and Pepper, of course. I love Tony and Pepper. How could you not? Friday could have Black Widow Day, but Scarlet waited for that film for 10 years. I don't know what we're trying to say there. Are they ever going to come out with a Iron Man 4? No. How would they come out with an Iron Man 4? Unless they did something with the multiverse in Doctor Strange 2. But I don't know how else, because if you watched Avengers Endgame, you know we don't have Tony anymore. So I don't think that would work. Not movie related, but are you planning to review anything else apart from movies? Just wondering. Um, like what? What? Like, are we talking TV shows? Are we talking like, I'm planning on watching some Netflix. I'm planning on doing that and doing videos about that. I'm trying to take all your feedback and process it and try to come up with ideas for what I can do for you guys. Do you watch Big Polly on YouTube? I do not. However, I know he is one of my subscribers. So hello to Big Polly. Seeing Joker after Bohemian Rhapsody, LOL, that works with me. Okay, awesome, Kaylin. Nathan, oh, you have to go. Amazing stream once again. Thank you so much. Natalie Portman left the MCU after Dark World. I could see why Dark World still had to be one of the worst. I mean, considering it's the worst of the MCU, it's still pretty good, you know, but it's just not up to scale. Ty's asking how my mom's doing today. She's chilling. We just had grinders. Her belly is full. She's good. Rodney's first film was Iron Man 3. I saw a little bit of Civil War on my TV screen and became a Marvel fan after I saw Infinity War. Sammy, have you seen The Breakfast Club? Yes, of course. I love The Breakfast Club. That is a classic, classic, classic film. Love it. Susan, have you ever watched the Cheers spinoff Frasier besides Cheers? I hate Frasier. I hate Kelsey Grammer. So no. I do not. I despise Kelsey Grammer. And here's the reason why. Because if you guys know me a little, which I think you do, I I watched The Housewives of Beverly Hills, and his ex-wife Camille Grammer was on that show. And she would discuss her divorce in detail of what was happening. And I mean, you kind of got to, yeah, she's saying bad things about Kelsey Grammer and the divorce and everything, but not all of it is made up. I think what he did to her was absolutely horrible. I despise him as a human being. He's kind of on the level of James Cameron for me. I just don't care for them at all. Whatever they do, I won't support. So I don't like Kelsey Grammer, so I don't watch Frasier. Do you think the Pepper actress, what, Gwyneth Paltrow, will return? We know Samuel L. Jackson is still going to be in the MCU. He's Nick Fury. Well, I don't know why Pepper Potts would show up if there's no Tony Stark. I don't know. Just doesn't really make any sense. Uh, hey, my cheese bro. Have you ever seen the two Fantastic? I think I saw the original Fantastic Four a really long time ago, but that's about it. One time. Ever watched the show Friends? Of course. Pivot. Classic. If Disney bought DC films from Warner Brothers, would we get a movie with DC and Marvel characters in together? That's interesting. How would you combine those worlds? Those are two totally separate things. What is your best collection of Blu-rays that I own? What's the best collection of Blu-rays? Well, I'm planning on doing kind of like what I have for steelbooks. That's going to be a video, like a steelbook collection, my steelbook collection update of what I have. I have so many. I have so many. The Umbrella Academy is worth watching. I met Kelsey Grammer. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. Don't care for him. Pepper is the CEO of Stark Industries. She's going to be in the MCU for a while. Well, I don't really know about that because if they don't have a storyline related to being the CEO of Stark Industries, why is she going to be in the movie? I understand why you don't like Kelsey Grammer. To me, both Cheers and Frasier has a special place in my heart. Well, if it does, that's fantastic for you. I just don't care for him. What is your favorite movie franchise apart from MCU? I like the Transformers. I like the Transformers franchise a lot, except for, what was it, The Last Night? That one, I did not care for. But we have promising future with Bumblebee. I highly enjoyed Bumblebee a lot. I have a theory on how they could make a sequel to Bumblebee and incorporate it into the current storyline with Mark Wahlberg. I'm hoping that, because as we know, Bumblebee was taking place in the past. I'm hoping that Haley Steinfeld's character, I don't remember her character name, I hope they have her in the sequel, age her up appropriately, and she gets together with Mark Wahlberg's character because he's single. That's my thought. What do you think of it? Is it a good idea? Ty, Justin, cool for you. Okay. She's going to make cameos, is what I'm trying to say. It's what the MCU does. All right. I can't wait for how the third Spider-Man film is going to be after Spider-Man identity is now exposed. Yes, that is going to be interesting. Interesting to see what happens there. Ty is asking my mom, have you ever seen Cheers? Yes, she has. Everyone our age has seen Cheers. We're old. Hey, Susan, would you ever watch The Mummy or the Jurassic World franchise? I have seen Jurassic World 1 and Fallen Kingdom. I have to watch Jurassic Park 2 and 3, but I've seen the others. Why is Mark Wahlberg a horrible person? Do you want to expand on that? If Hugh Jackman is done with being Wolverine, who could replace him as Wolverine? Yet another question I would have to think about. How many Blu-ray movies do you own? At this point, I think it's at over 400. At over 400. Something is happening, though. I have something happening where another video will be taken and will reveal something very, very special. So be on the lookout for that. My mom's not a fan of Cheers. It happens. Golden Girls is iconic. Yes, it is, Kaylin. Golden Girls is everything. It's everything. If you were one of the Golden Girls, who would you be? I would be Dorothy. All right. Mr. Scott, I like all the Jurassic films. It's awesome. Jake Gyllenhaal should be Wolverine. That, not bad. However, how would you work that? Because he's already technically in Marvel being Mysterio. So I don't know, because isn't X-Men Marvel technically? So I don't see how that would work, but it's a good idea. All you have to do is your research on him. Okay. I mean, why are we attacking Mark Wahlberg? Iron Man is very much irreplaceable. That's the only answer. Absolutely. Kaylin thinks The Golden Girls is the best 80s show. Right on. Yes, it is. Golden Girls Dorothy is a mood for your lifestyle. Really? Golden Girls is the first show to have all 4 major cast members win Emmys. Yes, I already knew that. Sophia is my favorite, says Kaylin. I saw Jurassic Park the first time on a plane with no earphones and just watched it with no audio. Ty loves Blanche. Little story, little family history. When I was younger and I would watch Golden Girls when it actually came out on regular TV, new episodes, Saturday nights at 9 o'clock, I would always have dinner at my grandmother's house with my parents. And we always thought that my grandmother was Blanche, not because of the whole sex thing, but because of how she looked. She had the same hairstyle and red lipstick and the whole nine. And then her sister was Rose, because it was just, that's just how it was. And my mom would always be Dorothy, and then I would be Sophia. So Rodney, I saw Jurassic Park the first time on oh, I already said that. Okay. Cool guy has the Back to the Future collect. Who does not love Back to the Future? Back to the Future is iconic. My mom, I would be Sophia. No, Mom, I'm Sophia. You're Dorothy. Or we'll switch it. You're Sophia, I'm Dorothy. Is there really going to be a 5th Avengers film? Eventually. Eventually, yes. I think there will be a 5th one. Obviously, it's not going to be the same. We're going to have different Avengers in those spots, but I think it will happen. Favorite Charlize Theron films? Okay, Monster. Monster is my #1 favorite that Charlize Theron has ever done. It's what she won her Academy Award for Best Actress for. What she did in that movie was absolutely incredible and amazing. Talk about getting raw and real and just the very complete opposite of who you are. She gained like 50 pounds for the role. And just acting that way. I mean, you're playing the first, real female serial killer. I just thought she was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And also, another one that I really like of hers, not many people know about or watched, Young Adult. Young Adult. She plays a woman going back to her hometown for, is it a reunion? Oh, she goes home for some reason. She's kind of like a successful author, and she goes back home for some reason. I think it's to see her ex-boyfriend from high school or something. She wants to get him back. It's like this whole misguided storyline, but I really enjoyed that one too. I thought she did well in that. Nathan has returned. I have returned, Susan. I have one more question. Would you ever consider making La La Land one of our movies we discuss? I know you watched it recently, but it's one of my favorites. Sure, we can do that down the line. Ty, LOL on your mother being blank. No, not my mother. No, not my mother. My grandmother. My grandmother. Rodney, a fifth Avengers film is a long miles away. Yeah, considering we already have the next 2 years planned out. And, what, in 2023, I think we're going to get Guardians 3. So I don't know. Maybe then. Who knows? I hope there's an award season happening towards the end of this year. I don't know. Your predictions discussion during award season is the reason I subscribe. Well, thank you so much. I really hope so because I love award season. And that's kind of, my niche on this channel. So, what was the first movie you saw in theaters? Mine was Edward Scissorhands being 42. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was like what stands out for me. I don't remember the exact first movie I ever saw, but the first movie that I really remember seeing was The Little Mermaid back in like what, 88 or 89, something like that. What's your biggest fear? I hate spiders. Spiders. And being alone. Being alone. Like future wise, like being alone. Um my mom loved La La Land. Okay. Charlize and Atomic Blonde. That was good too. That was good too, but do you think Charlize Theron should have won Best Actress for Bombshell? No. No. She was good, but I don't think she deserved it. That was Renee Zellweger's award. Definitely. Young Adult was awesome. Patton Oswalt was also great in that film. Yeah, I actually like them together. They're bantering on screen. I thought it was good. I thought they had good chemistry. We might get a fifth Avengers maybe in phase 5 or 6, which is a long miles away, but who knows? Yes, I love La La Land, and a lot of people seem to hate it, but it is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, I enjoyed La La Land. I did. Young Adult is awesome. I think so too. North Country is my favorite Charlize. I have not seen that. I do want to see that because I've actually heard. Wasn't she nominated for that one as well? The following year, was it? I think so. I heard The Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 is being pushed back. Well, it's not even supposed to come out until I think 2023. So I don't know how you're going to push that back even further. Best Supporting Actress should have been Scarlett Johansson. I'm going to agree with that. I love my ScarJo. I love Jojo Rabbit. So I'm definitely going to agree with that. Is your mom a big fan of Cliff Richards? Who's Cliff Richards? Because his going to be 80 this year. I don't know. I don't even know who Cliff Richards is. We must do a musical discussion some point down the road, like La La Land or Chicago. Kaylin, I know you love your musicals. I know. We will. We'll do La La Land. Maybe we'll do Chicago. That's fine. I have astrophobia, Susan. That's an irrational fear of thunder. That's what the fear of thunderstorms is? Astrophobia? I had no clue. La La Land was, I'm going to assume that says boring, overrated. You're boring and overrated. How about that? First movie I saw in theaters was Aladdin. What is your favorite musical? My favorite, it's a tie between, not La La Land, it's a tie between Moulin Rouge, actually, and Chicago. I actually saw Chicago on Broadway. Absolutely love and adore it. So, but that's a tie. I love them both. Mando. I picked up Prisoners is good. I picked up Prisoners, Ford v Ferrari, Snowpiercer, and Let's Be Cops this weekend. Nice. I have a lot, LOL. Wicked, Dear Evan Hansen, Mean Girls, Spring Awakening, Hamilton, and much more. Some musical films were supposed to be released this year. I was looking forward to In the Heights. I wasn't. I gotta be honest. I'm not big on that one. So I wasn't like dying for it. I thought La La Land was amazeballs, but sort of a slow burn. Sorry, I had to itch my eye. Sort of a slow burn to me. What's your favorite 80s movie? Well, I'm very partial to like the John Hughes-esque movies. So like Pretty in Pink and Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like all of those kinds of 80s movies, like the romantic comedy stuff. Love that stuff. My favorite musical is The Color Purple. Very nice. Attitude. You know what? You're saying stuff that's negative, so I'm going to say negative back. How about that? OMG, Susan. LOL. You weren't excited for In the Heights. No, I wasn't. I actually wasn't. I'm not. I don't know why. Steelbook Collector said I had good picks for my 80s movies. Thank you. Are they ever going to come out with Aladdin 2, the live action? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. It made a buttload of money at the box office, so I would assume they would just make a sequel, but I haven't heard anything. Everything is on hold right now, so I can have an opinion. Everyone can have an opinion. And if you're uncomfortable, you can leave the chat at any time. Thank you. My favorite musical is An American in Paris, the 1951 film with Gene Kelly, won the Best Picture Oscar. Well, that's cool. All right. Are we talking any more about Avengers Endgame? Let me know. It seems like we're off topic and we're talking about musicals. Is there one actor or actress you'd love to see in the MCU at some point? Oh, God. These questions. I have to get better at this. These on the spot questions, I'm like not good at all. I always want to take time to think about it. How long have you been doing YouTube videos? I've been doing YouTube for, well, in July, it'll be my 2-year anniversary. 2 years in July. Have you seen Some Kind of Wonderful by John Hughes? Teen rom-com that on Prime, super underrated. I have seen that long time ago. That's with Eric Stoltz and Leah Thompson, isn't it? And who is it? Mary Stuart Masterson. Yes, I have seen that one, but a really long time ago. Hi, how are you doing tonight? I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for coming into the chat. I saw the Endgame, and that is a very good movie. Yes, indeed, it is. Why do I get the feeling that Bonnie loves Mamma Mia? Please tell me my gut instincts are correct. I don't know. Mom, do you love Mamma Mia? I don't think she does. Meryl Streep in an MCU film would be life-changingly iconic. Who would she be? Who would Meryl Streep be in the MCU? Across the Universe is my favorite musical ever. Is that like the Beatles one? It's like the Beatles spin, I think. I think so. Yeah, who would Meryl Streep be in the MCU? That's a gigantic question. I wonder. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this chat. It was wonderful to talk about Avengers Endgame with you guys. Can't end the chat without the cover. There we go. Avengers Endgame. Classic ending to all of the movies leading up to this. Oh my God. Who said Meryl Streep would be Thanos? Get out of here. No way. All right, a few more things popped up. Infinity War was the biggest film that brought in all the other Marvel characters in the franchise into one battle. Da-da-da. Thoughts on Ford v Ferrari and his Bohemian Rhapsody, the next movie for next Sunday? Yes, next Sunday is going to be Bohemian Rhapsody. The following Sunday is going to be Joker. So we got the next 2 weeks planned. I missed something else. Ford v Ferrari. I loved Ford v Ferrari. Absolutely loved and adored that movie, especially because it was a movie that I could see with my dad, and we really bonded because he loves cars, and I just I love Christian Bale, and I think he's brilliant, with especially in this movie. If you have not seen Ford v Ferrari, and because this is a true story, obviously, you have to see it. You have to buy it. It's definitely Blu-ray worthy to watch it, and it's just it's great. It's great. It's wonderful. Love Ford v Ferrari. Mom likes Mamma Mia. Yeah, but Mom, we liked the sequel better than the first one. At least I did. Mamma Mia was cool, but ABBA kicks ass. Guilty pleasure. That is a guilty pleasure. Now Stanley is sadly no longer with us. Do you think Jay and Silent Bob would be great as cameos in the future MCU movies? No. I don't think they would fit in. For MCU, I would love to see Saoirse Ronan, Timothy Chalamet, Ana de Armas, Mila Kunis, Taron Egerton. That's an interesting choice. Ana de Armas. I like her. I could see her in the MCU. Avengers Endgame soundtrack is magnificent and astonishing. Jared, sorry if I'm late. Man, I almost signed off. Thank God you came in. Mom saying bye. Bye, Mom. She's upstairs. Kaylin, I will be here next week. Thank you for doing this. It's really fun. No problem, Kaylin. Nice chatting with you. Nice chatting with you, cool guy. See you later. So happy that I donated for you. I'm happy as well, Mr. Scott. Thank you so much for your donation. I think we're all getting ready and prepared to see Black Widow in November. Yes, we are. Susan, you're the best and we'll never be alone. Thank you. Have a good night. Bonnie, you're the best. Mom is the best. Mom is the best. Mamma Mia, yes, I agree. The sequel was a lot better. The first one was clearly an adaptation of the musical. Jared, what is your favorite quote from Endgame? It's very easy. Whatever it takes. That is my favorite quote. Whatever it takes. I'm going to end the chat on whatever it takes. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. And next Sunday, we're going to be talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. So get your Blu-ray out. Watch Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury on repeat until we meet again. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.